Have you ever considered how the simplest choices you make after waking up could quietly shape or even endanger your life? This morning, a man named Mr. Harold passed away. He was 71, a man who, to everyone who knew him, appeared healthy, vibrant, and committed to his daily habits. He had a garden he loved. He took morning walks. He never missed breakfast. But one morning, while bending down to check on his tomatoes, he collapsed. Just like that. No warning. No goodbye. This video isn't about fear. It's about awareness. It's about love. And it's about honoring Harold and the many like him by understanding the often ignored risks hidden in our morning routines. If you're over 60 or you love someone who is, these lessons could save a life. So today, let's talk about 3 seemingly harmless morning habits that may quietly endanger seniors, and more importantly, how to shift them gently, wisely, and with care. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to our channel. We're on a mission to help you live longer, stronger, and with deeper wisdom. Your subscription helps us share more life-saving content like this. Tip 1. Avoid strenuous activities on an empty stomach. Harold was proud of his discipline. A lifelong walker, he enjoyed stretching in the garden while the sun rose. But as we get older, discipline needs to be married with wisdom. Exercising on an empty stomach might feel virtuous. After all, we've heard so much about fasting and metabolism, but for seniors, it can be a dangerous gamble. Why? Because our bodies, after fasting all night, are low on glucose, the brain and heart's primary fuel. When we move before replenishing, the body scrambles. It increases adrenaline, spikes blood pressure, and stresses the heart. For someone with undiagnosed plaque in their arteries, a condition many seniors unknowingly carry, that sudden surge can cause a rupture, and a rupture can lead to a heart attack or stroke. A light breakfast is not indulgent, it's insurance. A small bowl of oats, a banana, a slice of toast with nut butter. Something to steady your blood sugar and gently wake your system. Pair this with hydration. A glass of water upon waking can rehydrate your cells, jumpstart digestion, and help regulate blood pressure. So if you've been pushing through without breakfast, thinking it's good for you, pause. Listen to your body's quiet wisdom. Feed it gently. Let it know you're ready to begin the day together. If you're still watching and this tip resonates with you, comment number 1 below to let me know you're on this journey with me. Tip 2. Avoid getting up too quickly. When Harold's wife described that morning, she said he was full of energy. He got up quickly, as he always did, and headed straight outside. No pause, no warm-up, just movement. And for years, that routine worked, until the day it didn't. What many don't realize is that your body undergoes a deep restorative cycle while you sleep. Your blood pressure drops, your heart rate slows, and your circulation narrows to focus on healing. When you wake, it takes time for all of that to return to daytime function. Jumping out of bed too quickly, especially without giving your blood vessels time to adapt, can cause a rapid drop in blood pressure known as orthostatic hypotension. The result? Dizziness, loss of balance, fainting, or worse. Instead, practice what doctors call the 60-second rule. Lie still for 30 seconds. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a few deep breaths. Then sit up slowly. Let your feet dangle for 15 seconds. Then stand. Then walk. Give your body a chance to catch up with your will. If you've ever felt lightheaded after rising, this could be why. And this one tiny shift could save your bones, your brain, and maybe your life. If this tip is something you needed to hear today, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're still here, still watching, and still learning with me. Tip 3. Avoid straining in the bathroom. We don't talk about it much, but we should. Straining during bowel movements, especially in the morning, is a surprisingly common issue among seniors, and it can be deadly. The act of bearing down, especially after sleep when the body's dehydrated and the muscles are stiff, can trigger what's called a vasovagal response. It slows the heart rate, drops blood pressure, and in rare cases can lead to fainting or cardiac arrest. Harold's doctor noted that the effort he exerted that morning could have contributed to the stress on his heart. Not just the bending, not just the standing, but the internal strain. So what can we do? First, hydrate. Water is your friend. Second, eat fiber, leafy greens, fruits with skin, whole grains. They help keep things moving without effort. Third, posture. Place a small stool under your feet while sitting on the toilet to mimic a more natural position. This can ease the process and reduce strain. Fourth, breathe. Don't hold your breath. Don't force it. Relax your body. Trust that it will do what it's designed to do. With support, if you found this tip helpful and want to remember it in your own routine, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're still with me. Tip 4, don't skip morning hydration. It sounds simple, maybe even too simple to matter, but skipping that first glass of water in the morning is one of the most overlooked mistakes older adults make. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up mildly dehydrated. Your cells are dry, your blood is thicker, your digestion is sluggish, and your brain? Foggy. Harold never liked drinking plain water. He said it made his stomach feel odd, so he'd skip it, heading straight for coffee. Many do the same, but caffeine is a diuretic. It drains the little hydration you have left. This dehydration can quietly affect everything, from your blood pressure to your heart rhythm to your ability to think clearly. For seniors, even mild dehydration increases the risk of confusion, dizziness, and falls. The solution? Keep a glass of water by your bed. Before you stand, before you talk, before the coffee, just one glass. Room temperature, no ice, no fancy flavors, just life-giving water. If you want to make it even better, add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. This helps replenish lost electrolytes and gently wakes your digestion. This isn't just about feeling better in the morning. It's about protecting your kidneys, supporting your brain, and giving your heart the support it needs to start the day strong. If this simple tip reminds you to care more deeply for yourself tomorrow morning, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're still watching, still learning, and still growing. Tip 5, avoid checking your phone. First thing in the morning. It's become a habit for many, especially in the quiet of the morning, to reach for the phone before even stepping out of bed. Just a quick glance, we tell ourselves. A scroll through the news, a peek at messages. But this tiny act may be draining more than just your attention. For older adults, starting the day with digital overload can create mental clutter before the body has even adjusted to wakefulness. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, the hormone that balances sleep-wake cycles. The headlines spark anxiety. The messages trigger urgency. And before your feet hit the floor, your nervous system is already on high alert. Harold used to check weather updates on his phone every morning, just for his gardening schedule, he said. But that often led to reading distressing news, family group chats, and emails. By breakfast, his mind was already spinning, his mood unsettled. Instead, choose stillness. The first 15 minutes of your day are sacred. They set the tone not just for your energy, but for your mindset. Give yourself the gift of peace. Start with silence, prayer, or soft music. Gaze outside your window. Stretch, breathe, drink water, feel your presence. Then, and only then, check in with the world. Your phone will still be there, but your calm might not unless you protect it. If this tip speaks to you and you're ready to start your mornings more peacefully, please comment number 5 below. I'd love to know you're still here, still reflecting, still honoring yourself with each new sunrise. Tip 6, don't ignore morning aches. They're messages, not nuisances. It's easy to brush them off, the stiff neck, the creaky knees, the aching lower back. I'm just getting old, we say. Or worse, I'll push through it. But here's the truth. Those aches you feel in the morning, they're not just signs of aging, they're signals. Gentle messengers from your body asking you to pay attention. Harold had shoulder pain for weeks. It showed up every morning as he reached for his watering can. He thought it was just stiffness from sleep. But the day he collapsed, doctors found inflammation that had quietly affected his circulation and blood pressure over time. Pain isn't weakness, it's communication. Morning stiffness can be a sign of arthritis, circulation issues, or even heart strain. Instead of ignoring it, acknowledge it. Greet it with curiosity, not frustration. So what can you do? Start your morning with gentle stretching. Focus on your joints, your wrists, knees, hips, and neck. Move slowly. Breathe into the tightness. Use a warm compress if needed. And if the pain lingers, don't wait. Speak with your doctor. You deserve mornings that feel welcoming, not worrisome. When you treat pain as a partner, not a problem, you open the door to healing. If this tip made you pause and rethink how you treat your own aches, please comment number 6 below. Let's create a space where listening to our bodies becomes an act of wisdom, not weakness. Tip 7, don't delay your first meal for too long. Many older adults wake up, start their day, and put off breakfast until mid-morning, or skip it entirely. I'm not that hungry, they say. Or, I've got things to do first. But that small delay can carry heavy consequences. After a night of fasting, your body is running on reserves. Blood sugar is low, muscles are stiff, your brain is working without fuel. Skipping or delaying breakfast doesn't just sap your energy, it can make you irritable, dizzy, or even trigger blood pressure fluctuations. Harold sometimes forgot to eat right away. He'd get caught up in tending to his plants or answering calls. On the morning he fainted, his wife said he hadn't eaten a thing, just coffee and a brisk walk. His body simply didn't have the fuel to keep going. A simple, balanced breakfast doesn't have to be complicated. A small bowl of porridge with berries, a slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter, even a banana and some yogurt. What matters is giving your body the message, you are safe, you are supported, you can begin. Think of breakfast not as a tie, but as a moment of love, a daily ritual of nourishment and grounding. And for those managing conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, this consistency is not optional, it's essential. If this tip reminded you to treat your body with a little more steadiness and care tomorrow morning, please comment number 7 below. I'd love to know you're still here, still growing, still walking this journey with intention. Tip 8. Don't rush through the bathroom mirror. Take a moment to check in. We often associate morning mirrors with grooming, brushing teeth, combing hair, maybe checking for wrinkles or shaving, but very few of us use that mirror to truly check in with our health. What if that mirror wasn't just about appearance, but awareness? The truth is, your face can tell you things your heart or joints cannot. Pale lips might signal anemia. A yellowish tint in the eyes could mean liver stress. Puffy eyelids, that might be kidney issues. And that slight droop in the corner of your mouth? Don't dismiss it. It could be an early sign of a stroke. Harold used to wash his face quickly, splash on some cold water, and move on. Never paused. Never looked too closely. His family now wonders if he had studied his reflection that morning. Might he have seen the fatigue in his eyes, the slight difference in his smile? It takes less than 60 seconds to truly look, not just at your hair or your skin, but your eyes, your mouth, your face. Are both sides symmetrical? Are your pupils reactive? Do you feel fully in control of your smile, your blink, your jaw? These tiny checks could help detect serious conditions early. And more importantly, they reconnect you to the one person you spend your whole life with, yourself. If this tip reminded you to slow down and check in tomorrow morning, not just with your routine, but with your health, please comment number 8 below. Let's make that mirror a place of mindfulness, not just maintenance. Tip 9, don't start the day without a moment of stillness or gratitude. In the rush of routines, breakfast, medication, appointments, exercise, it's easy to forget the most essential part of a good morning, a quiet moment with yourself. Not to plan, not to problem solve, just to be still, to breathe, to remember that waking up is not a given, it's a gift. Harold always had a busy morning. He was proud of being productive. But in his final months, his daughter said something changed. He started sitting by the window with his coffee, watching the sun rise. Sometimes he'd hum softly. Sometimes he'd just sit. No phone, no tasks, just presence. That habit didn't stop his final day from coming, but it did help him meet each day with calm, with peace, with grace. It grounded him, and it gave his family the memory of a man who lived fully, even in stillness. You don't need incense or affirmations, just a breath, a whisper of thanks, a moment to feel your heartbeat, your breath, the morning light. This small act nourishes the nervous system, calms the mind, and sets the tone for how you respond to life, not just react to it. So tomorrow morning, before anything else, before the water, before the stretch, before the phone, just sit, breathe, and say quietly, thank you. If this tip reminded you of the sacredness of simply being alive, please comment number 9 below. I'd love to know this message reached your heart the way it's meant to. Each of these 9 tips may seem small on its own. A stretch, a sip of water, a pause before standing. But when practiced with care and intention, they become more than just habits. They become rituals of self-respect. They become anchors that protect your health, steady your spirit, and remind you that your well-being matters every single morning. We often think legacy is built in the grand moments, wills, inheritances, achievements. But the truth is, legacy is built quietly, in the way you rise each day, in how you care for your body, in the love you show yourself behind closed doors. Every time you rise slowly, eat with kindness, or take a deep breath instead of rushing, you're not just taking care of today. You're extending your ability to be here tomorrow, with those you love, for the memories yet to be made, for the stories yet to be told. So as you step into tomorrow morning, let this be your promise. I will treat this new day as a blessing, and I will treat myself as someone worth caring for. If you've made it this far, thank you. I hope something here has touched your heart, shifted your thinking, or offered you a new way to meet the day. Please take a moment to leave a comment. Tell me, which tip spoke to you the most? Which one are you ready to bring into your mornings? And if you haven't already, I invite you gently, wholeheartedly, to subscribe to this channel. We're here to walk with you through every sunrise, every season, every step of growing older with wisdom and grace. Until next time, take care of yourself, because the world is a better place when you're well.